Good morning, it's Denise here, Junk Journal Junkie UK, coming to you today from the caravan on the East Yorkshire coast, and just popped on to do a quick little make with you. So I'm doing something for the Woodland Wonders group challenge for Tatty, Treasure and Friends on YouTube. All the links will be in the description. If you've been with me before, you'll have seen some of them. If you haven't, go over and have a look at the Facebook group or Tanya's channel and you'll see what it's all about. So I'm just having a bit of play today with some material that somebody kindly gifted me, some scrap materials actually, from dressmaking. So I made something and then I thought I'd come on and share with you the same thing but made with the Woodland Wonders, the Woodland Botanical papers from Nanine at Collage Type. She'll be in the description box as well. So what I did, because they are only small pieces of scrap material that I've got, I covered them to make a notebook cover, just a little thin notebook that would either slot in a journal or maybe your handbag or your purse, as you American ladies call it, or just a standalone piece. So all it is piece of fabric backed onto a piece of, and it's where's the card from, a biscuit box. So onto a piece of card, some papers stapled into the middle, because I don't have my sewing machine here and I haven't brought my bookbinding kit with me. Yep, so just 6 little pages, giving me 24 sides to write on. But quite a nice hard covered notebook. Okay, so I made that one. I just made that one playing around, and then I thought, I was looking at the rest of the material and there were some small pieces of this. It's beautiful and soft material, but that's what made me think of the Woodland Botanical that I'm doing because of the lovely green colour. So I thought, oh, I could make one of those in the green with some of the woodland cut off papers that I've got, to make a little notebook to go with the journals. So that's what I've done. I've just cut everything up ready, just because I don't have the room here to do it all on camera for you, and I'm going to make this one with you. This is just a page from the Woodland kit and I found some card. I'm going to fold it over and make it a that'll be stuck on there, and it'll be a page in one of the journals, probably the second one, because I've got the signature for the first one all ready to sew in with you, hopefully tomorrow. So that was just there for you to have something pretty to look at instead of brown paper. Right, so what I did was I just cut all the edges. You can see it's been cut from a pattern piece from it, because there was like these funny shapes everywhere, but I've cut it as square or as straight as I could. And then I cut, I can see the biscuit box now, I cut just a piece of card, scrap card, to a size that I thought it would fit. So the materials kind of decided on the size of this. Obviously I'm going to stick that on there, and then another piece of that card there will be the inside. And I've just cut one, I think there's 5 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, because these were scraps. So I haven't cut them down, I've just trimmed them down all to the same size. So there's 2 little pieces of coffee dyed and 3 pieces of the kit paper, one of which is blank on the back, but we need some writing, and we can stick some little embellishments or something on there as well. So I've put that one at the back, so when it's folded over that will be the front page, so we can stick something on there. And it's a real simple make, so let's see if I can do it with you as simple as I did the first one. So because I wasn't sure, it's quite a fine material, I wasn't sure if some of that blue might show through, I decided to put the white side onto the material, because this, whichever side I decide to use, I haven't decided yet, either one of those will hide that. Okay, so I'll get glue in. I hope you're all well and having a lovely Sunday. There's the paper to glue on. It's not been very nice weather here, I have to say. Just trying to find, there's a slightly shiny side, I think that's it. Okay, so I'm not going to glue that on there. So I'm going to glue the card, not the material. And then I'm going to put the card onto the material rather than the other way around. Yeah, so we've had torrential rain through the night. And it's warm enough, but it's not beautiful. Sit outside in the sun chairs weather. So it was just a quick stay for us this time. So we're heading home again tonight. So by the time you see this, I'll be home again. Set up my crafting table, hopefully. And with a little bit of luck, the sunshine will have come out. I wonder what kind of a summer you guys are having where you are. I can fold that over before I stick it to something. I'll just move it out of the way for now, because I've not got an awful lot of room on this material. And I am turning it over, so I do need it to, I do need enough to turn. I'm thinking about that little bit there. The first one I did, the brown one, it was thin material but cottony, and it's dried lovely like well, like book cloth really. It's real stiff, it's beautiful. So this one will have a slightly different feel to it. Of course you could sew things onto the material before you actually put it on there. And I think, if I remember rightly, because I made that one yesterday when I was having a little play, I used the fabric tack just for the back. This would be too much for the front of the cover, just because of the lightness of the material. It would bleed through, and it would probably show all the lumps and bumps too. But this bit on the back is going to be covered. So this is the way I've always covered my cloth journal covers. You'll have seen me do it the other day if you was watching me cover the Woodland Friend. I'm calling that material that I've got the Woodland Friends, because it's got all those woodland animals on it. I had lots of questions about that material. I think it's a Laura Ashley one. I've had it a long time, and I have kept myself another piece of it, and I've put a piece in the Etsy shop if anybody's absolutely desperate to have a piece. Big enough, just big enough for a journal cover. Okay, so I've got some biggish flaps on there, haven't I? I wonder if I ought to, now I can see roughly, trim some of that off. It'd be less bulk. You can probably see as I'm cutting in here how sheer it is. Lovely material though. I can't remember what I was saying now. Gone. Completely gone. So you've probably gathered I haven't got my microphone either, so if I'm talking a bit quietly, I apologise. I'm also not been up long. Oh, I've overdone that a little bit on this Sunday morning. So that's another reason my voice might not be very strong yet, and I've only had one coffee. That's the worst of it. In fact, I'm still in the middle of it. Yeah, I should have maybe let that one settle a bit more before I did that. Let the corners time to stick down. It'll be fine though, because it's lovely fine material, and it's not gonna take a lot of persuading. I think I need to clean the edge of my glue bottle when I've done this. The nozzle, I should say. Yeah, so I often find the easiest way to get a nice neat edge is to just turn it over like that. Obviously don't leave it on the page too long because the glue oozes. Turn that page over now. Just hold it a second while the corners stick. I'm covered in glue. Yeah, it's pretty. I like it. Surprising what you can do with little tiny scraps of material, actually. As a dressmaker, oh well, I say that loosely. I did used to sew and I did used to make some clothes. I wouldn't say that I was brilliant at it, but you know, before I was a junk journaler, as a dressmaker, I would throw scraps like this away. Otherwise, you're inundated, absolutely inundated. I'm so pleased the young lady that works with my hubby. So pleased she didn't, and that she thought about me. But she can do so much with them. So I'm pleased with the nice neat edges we're getting. So I've already had a go with this material and just covered a piece this morning, actually, just before I turned the camera on, just to see if the glue leaked, or you know, if it looked as nice as I thought it was going to. So that's, with this one, that's 3 that I've done. Got a little tiny corner, not very square there. Yeah, and I have to say, it's better. They've all covered really, really nice. Just on they're all on the same piece of card. So you could use cereal box or cracker box or anything like that. And it is, there's a piece of card on the back of it as well. That's just thin, it's either thick scrapbooking paper or thin card, whichever you, it's not very thick. You know, with the 2, actually that's only, that was paper from the inside of a book. So that's only paper and cereal box. And it's nice, and I suppose it's the glue in the material as well. Nice and strong, nice and firm. Okay, so it doesn't need forever to dry, but it does need a few minutes. So, yeah, this is the one that I did probably only 15 minutes ago. And this is what I'm going to have on the inside of this. So I didn't bring much with me, so these are things again I've dug out of my scrap box. So half a page of the coffee dyed dictionary and just a plain piece of card. Really thin cardstock, that. Sorry, I'm getting the glove for me. I stuck the 2 together and I felt that would make a nice inside for that book. Now the way I bound the papers, let's get the papers. These. Oh, let's get them off the floor. Oh, it's a long way down there this morning. So the way I bound the papers, because like I say, I haven't got anything with me and I've only got a really small stapler with me. In fact, I've only got a really small stapler. I am hunting around the charity shops, to be honest. I haven't seen one anywhere. I'm going to have to buy one. It's just that the old ones are nice and strong, really strong. The new staplers are made out of plastic and they're not so, that's a brill. So what I did, I had to find the middle of my papers, and then I had to fold one in half and staple it like that, because that's as much as I could get in my stapler. I'll show you. So first of all, I need to know which side of this I'm going to put in. So I like the green on the green. I might need to glue that corner again in a minute. I don't dislike it. Or do I like the distressed on the green? It's going to have a white page. Both go, don't they? I think I'm going to go with the distressed, because if I want to stick anything in it, it will probably show up more. Okay, so yeah, fold that in half and crease it. So basically what I'm going to do is staple the pages to this inside piece and then glue the inside piece to the cover. So you'll see that the staples that I did on this one are not the edges that catch, they're the other side. So the edges that close are actually hidden in there. And then you can see that I've just glued that piece on. And it is strong enough to have pockets or a belly band or all sorts in there. You could have a fancy fastening on it. You could go to town on the cover. Kind of depends how thin you want it, you know, if it's going to go in a journal, etc. Okay, so I've just been trying to keep these together because trimming pages and making them the same size and keeping them together is a bit of a nightmare for me. So I'm not going to do it, am I? But let's see. Let's fold them. Right, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Because I wanted that. I think he might be a wild dog, I don't know. I wanted him in the middle. So that is the full page. Yeah, they're definitely not straight now, are they? I wonder if they ever were. Right, what am I going with? That one, aren't I like that? Yeah, I thought he'd be nice across the middle. That doesn't look entirely straight across the top to me. Wonder if I can put it in the chopper, and don't want to take too much off it because I don't want it to make it really small. But it really doesn't. Oh, it really doesn't look straight to me. Maybe it's the bottom that's not. I've got a straight line to follow now. What's in between the two? I don't really want to take that much off. Let's go with that one. I suppose one of them was thin. I don't know about the rest. Let's have a look what we think. I certainly can't take any more off. Oh, it'll be too small. It's still not straight, look. This is where I could do with my knife and my craft mat. That's better. Okay, we'll go with that. It's definitely looking better, isn't it? I think I might just ink around the outside of this white before it's stapled in, just to get in that bit. So I won't be able to get to there once it's in the book. Just brings it down a bit, that white as well. That's better. Yeah. I mean, you could stencil it, you could do anything. I mean, you don't even have to have a white piece there. It's just, like I say, I was using up the pieces of the kit that I've got left. Use straight. So just ink the white edges while I can get at them. Like I say, this one's going to be stuck down, so we don't need to do the other side. And I quite like the darker bit at the bottom, so the other one was non-directional, so I didn't have to think about it. But obviously we want the dog the right way. Okay, so kind of in there. In the middle. Yep, we can always trim it off again, I guess, once it's stapled. Now this card is a bit thicker than the paper, so I might have a bit of a crease in it than the paper that I put in the cover of that one. So let's get it in the middle, which I think is there. I hope is there. I think it gets creased there a little bit, but it'll soon lose its crease. It's so slightly off centre, but when it's stuck down, I don't think that will matter. Let me take you off now. Right, let's have a look what we've got. Yep. That's pretty. Yeah, I like the papers. I like the way we're getting little snippets of them. Yep, the doggy in the middle. So these are going to want folding again slightly, because I was ever so slightly off centre with it. Oh, nice little birdie showing there. Yeah. Okay. So we need to fold this now. Now, did I say I needed to glue a corner there? Put a little bit in, but it's going to be caught with the this down again. It's going to get caught when we put this signature in. Right, my head's not in the way, and you can see it's quite difficult to see on that dark material. This one's looking a little bit baggy. A bit the way I've done it. And just add a bit of glue in and squeeze it in. Yeah, like I say, it's a much quicker make off camera. Much quicker. I'm going to glue that together now, aren't I? You know, I could sit and make 5, 6, 7 of these sort of mass make style in half an hour or so. You really could. I think the longest thing that it will take is cutting your papers, probably. So let's just check that that's going to fit. I think because I'm slightly off centre, that might need a tad off there. That one's fine, yeah, so just this one. Tiniest little amount. But it'll make life easier. And we'll just stick it in and that's it. Apart from any decorating you want to do. Job done. Does look a bit baggy there, doesn't it? Not quite got it down far enough. Right, I'll have that on the front then. Oh, it's cute. Very cute. Right, let's stick it in. We'll do one side first. Get it square. And then the final side. I think I've got up to the edges, but of course I can always go in with glitter glue if I haven't. The other thing is, you know, if I was at home I might be tempted to sew it even, although I do like this one without the stitching. But you know, you could stitch the edges. You can do no end of things. No end of number of things. Once you've got the basics. And if you're just starting out in junk journals, this might be something that you want to start playing with before you make a big journal with your good papers. Just get some scraps of paper. Just start getting a feel for, you know, how your glues work, how things go together. Make some little pieces that you can use, that are useful. Got a little bit of a leakage of glue there, went a bit over the top. And I don't have my cloth with me. I think this material is very dark to see. I'm hoping you can see. We can't turn him round, can we? Because the dog's that way up. So that is the front. So make sure your pages are not glued together. Yeah, cute little notebook out of scraps. Yeah, I might have to put something across the top of there because that is annoying me. That little tiny bit there. Okay, so the other one I'm not going to actually make up because I haven't got any papers cut. But obviously it's a lot bigger. It's not as big as that one. No, it's not a lot bigger, it's thinner. But taller. But you can see that one's all nice and neat around the edges. Nice and square. There's that inside. Yeah, so I'll have 2 of those and 1 of those. Really all I'm going to do with this is stick it on. I don't know. You might as well stay with me while I just stick it on and then we'll call it a video. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love it if you do. If you want to know where the kits are that I've used, or the YouTube channels of the people I talk about, or the Etsy shops, they'll all be in the description in the box below. Hello to new subscribers, I haven't said that, have I? And welcome back to those of you that have been with me a while. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely Sunday. No, Monday, it's Sunday today. You won't see it today. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Monday. And I'll be back with you tomorrow, Tuesday, sewing in signatures. Okay, so I'm going to use my oh, it's the first time I forgot a word this time, but I've forgotten it. What makes a nice straight line? A scorer, that's it. I'm going to use my scorer down there, which is at home, to get a nice straight fold, because that's going to be a page. Yeah, I like it. In the Woodland Wander, so you'll see that Woodland Botanical Journals, you'll see that tomorrow. Okay guys, thanks for staying with me. See you soon. Bye bye.